Well. They cooked with this update. This is the 6th inning program, and a lot of stuff came out. A lot of 99s. If you watched our video earlier in the week, this is kind of what we anticipated. Everything kind of falls into this roadmap that I guess wasn't so incredibly hidden, but there's a lot to get to. I mean, look at this. I'm just gonna show you. We're just gonna go right into it. I mean, look at this. These are 99s you're seeing on your screen here. 3 Boss 99s, a free Gunnar Henderson 99, Ubaldo, Manny for Weekend Classic. I mean, it is a lot, and we're gonna break it all down. So we're just gonna go right into this and talk about it here. So here we go. Coming soon, 27th Sunday. I said on the stream it would be right after the good old induction ceremony. So however long they talk is how long they're really going to go for. And then there's a collection again that'll be dropping probably, if I had to guess, around the same time between noon and 1 Pacific. I think they start like at noon Eastern. I think I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure on how the Hall of Fame stuff works, but it's usually the morning East and like afternoon for the East Coast. So I would assume let's assume noon until we're told differently. Double XP until the 29th. We knew that. World Series and Fall is also on the 29th. New multiplayer program, and then the racetrack stuff. Kind of knew that was coming. I'm excited for that one, but that could just be a specs thing. But we are here for it. So let's just dive into this head first here. The first thing I want to talk about here is there is a new 99 J-Roll. Jimmy Rollins is the new chase card here alongside Warren Spahn. He's the new headliner card here. Warren Spahn, 4-seam curve, screwball slider, and a sinker. Pretty decent attributes here for a 98 lefty. Not a ton of quirks, but hey, you know what? What are we going to do with that? It is what it is. He'll be kind of cheap, and it'll help with that awards section of your Legends and Flashbacks, because we know that's going to be updated. So we'll kind of see how that goes. I do want to check and see if they put the Hall of Fame stuff in there. They probably did, I would assume, or they're going to hold off on it. But here's J-Roll. He is the chase card here. 107, 90, 107, 102 against lefties. Really speedy, good fielder. I think what's funny about these cards, we say it every year, I feel like they don't do J-Roll well in this era. I don't know why. He had so many he was insane. But this card's going to do pretty well. We'll kind of see what happens as he plays around, but he's going to be really good. And another Philly got a card today alongside of this double play partner, Chase Utley. There is no spotlight today. That is coming Wednesday. They said that today as well because of games. So I don't know if they're going to do a double next week. We'll sort of wait and see how that one goes. They only go till... Well, actually, I think we do know the answers to that. Maybe. I have no idea. But that's what's in the shop here. Let's take a look at... Actually, let's just take a look at collections really quick. I just want to see if they did update this. No, there is no Hall of Fame. Okay, cool. So that's not there just yet. But I'm sure it is a coming. Let's take a look now at the programs here, because there is a new sorted programs here. Let's take a look here. This is the Gunnar Henderson thing. It's not too terribly long, at least what they said. So knock out the moments for him, some stat missions. Doesn't seem too overly complicated, and then some optional stuff if you got some Gunnar cards you just want to throw in there. But this is the 99 Gunnar. He is a free-to-play card. He feels like every other Gunnar I've ever seen at this high of level. Really good against righties with 111, 115, 199 versus left. His clutch is 109, so not a huge difference. Good, decent enough fielder, decent enough speed. I think he'll fit in pretty well alongside some of the other pay-to-play winners. I think Ethan Holiday might still be your best option in terms of shortstop, but I will say he's gonna be a really good free-to-play option. Maybe we'll talk about, maybe we'll do another free-to-play team video and sort of see what we get just by playing the game, because those are always fun to do, in my opinion here. So there's that. In terms of the player spotlight, let's take a look at the Tony Oliva here. The Diamond Tony Oliva for the good old Diamond. 123, 93, 173 for the outfielder from Cuba for the Twinkies. Again, 97. So again, we talked about this a couple days ago, that this makes sense because the bosses are 99. So I would assume 7th inning onward, this is where the 99s are going to come in for cornerstone. I don't know how good they're going to be necessarily, but we're reaching that threshold of like, hey, these guys might sneak in a little bit, for sure. I don't know necessarily Tony Oliva will, but there are some that definitely shall. One thing I do want to point, well, Dontrell I think might sneak in here. 4-seam slider, changeup, cutter, sinker on good old Dontrell. I love Dontrell cards. I wish he would get a 99. I know they really can't, because I think his only, and I don't mean this in a bad way to the D-Train. I love D-Train. I think his only 2 really good years were like his rookie and sophomore year. And they could give him something else, but like, I wish he won Rookie of the Year. So they could give him a 99 Rookie of the Year card. I just don't see that happening. I wish it would. I would love a really disgusting, good old D-Train, but hey, I think he'll play pretty well. Again, 97s in pitching at this point. If you want to throw him in your rotation and just try him out, go hog wild. I don't see an issue with it. And the final one is I think the most fascinating of the bunch is Raul Ibanez here, Lord Voldemort. 117, 100, 102, 80. Clutch is 125. You're not going to have an issue there. Feeling a little sassy with that, with whatever picture they're using there. He can play left, first, and right. Probably good off the bench. What does he have quirk-wise? He has the pinch hitting quirk, so yeah, there you go. Use him off the bench. I think you'll see a little bit of play. I think his swing's pretty good. Hey, again, we talked about free-to-play cards that seem to do pretty well. I think he's one of them that'll do fairly well. So there's plenty. I think that's going to be fairly decent as well here. And then let's just go into the main program, because this is where I think the fun truly is. I shouldn't say truly is. That's not. That's putting it lightly. I do have the 3 things. So the boss hitting collection, so we can collect our 3 bosses here. Has he gone up in price? Yes, he has. Thank you very much. So we'll lock those in, get 50K. So we'll get all the... just under all 3 of them? That's, how much is it? Wow, so just under, huh? All of them. But here are the starting ones. So you get a rookie card here if you are, for those so inclined here. Same pitch mix. Again, you might use these to sort of help get your collections along the way here. Here's a rookie. It will help along the way of other rewards here. Contributor. Again, not necessarily looking to use these cards in everyday lineup, but helping them get the diamonds. And then another all-star card here as well for Tony Oliva. So again, those are the cards if you are so inclined. These are mainly going to be helping with your flashback collection. So skibbity down the road here, a lot of packs, a lot of stubs, and the first card here, or the program card here, is none other than good old-fashioned Kyle Seager here. Kyle Seager, generally the reverse split guy. Looks like he has normal splits, 112, 111 versus right, 180 versus left, gold glove. So he's going to have decent. He doesn't have diamond defense. That's interesting. But he'll have the diamond shield under him for third. Not too shabby. A lot of people like his swing. Clutch is 118, so it'll help both sides of the plate. Not too bad for a card here. And he is a free 98, so can't really complain too much. There are some deluxe packs here, by the way. There is the all-star pack here, so you can get your hands on some of the other stuff. Again, we talked about Pipeline. If you want to keep pulling for Pipeline, I wouldn't be opposed to it. A headliner. And let's talk about the bosses, because these are some big studlies. The bosses here, if you couldn't tell, are none other than Corey Kluber, Ted Simmons, and Chase Utley. So let's start off going here left to right here with good old Chase Utley here. So Corey Kluber. I'm sorry. Corey Kluber. Sinker, cutter, slurve, slider, circle change. I hope they fix his motion. I didn't like the motion for his Weekend Classic card. But this card's going to be gross. He is back. If you have been playing since 20, you remember the Nightmare of Clubot. This is going to fit that bill. Sinker, cutter, slurve, slider, circle change, as I already said. Everything's going to be moving. His control's going to be dirty. The movement, dirty. This card's going to be haunting people's dreams until the end of time. I'm sure of it. His numbers are astronomical. They are going to be gross. It's going to be a disgusting time with him on the mound. I suggest getting him first. Put him in your rotation. Him, Kershaw. We're just bringing it back to nightmare scenarios here. The second card, Ted Simmons, Theodore Simmons, Hall of Fame series, 11886, 11590 for the switch hitter, can play first, third, and left field. In terms of quirks, he has plenty of them. He doesn't have, pop time or whatever, but hey, the guy, I used this card early on. His MVP or Silver Slugger card, it is an MVP. It can hit. This card can swing the sticks. I think he's a very good catcher if you don't have some of the upper echelon catchers. I would say take him only for strictly. You could even buy him. I don't know. These cards are going to be overly expensive as the season goes on, but keep this one in mind that he might be your second pickup, and then buy the last one. Chase Utley to me is an interesting pick here. Chase Utley, pretty good left-handed swing here. 115, 101, 105, 104 versus lefties. Good defense. Good clutch. Good clutch. All of that. He's going to swing a very, 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 very good stick. He's going to fit in a lot of people's teams. Second base hasn't exactly been a plethora of talent. So again, honestly, all three are pretty valid here, but I would say these two. And if you want to pick up one at your thing, if you find them and you're sort of like, hey, they're kind of cheap, no issue picking them up, none whatsoever. And then as you go along here, there's some more packs, more stuff. The second boss here, and then some choice packs, and then we spin the wheel. There's all of that, and then some. Now the last thing, I don't know if they've been discovered yet. I wish they would just put these guys in there. But there are two new cards, and one of them's on the thing. So let's see if we can find them. Let's see if they're here. There he is. This is the first weekend classic reward card here. It is Manny Ramirez, Silver Slugger, 113, 112, 125, 100 for Manny for 2003. No dreadlocks whatsoever on this card. He's going to hit the crap out of the ball. Defensively, hey, we've taken bigger risks. If you want to stick him out there, hey, good luck. All that. I applaud you. Tip of the hat to you on that front. But he's the first card. The second card here for the good old-fashioned team of, or not team, for Weekend Classic is this boy right here, Ubaldo Jimenez. Four-seam, sinker, splitter, slider, cutter, no-hitter. The only no-hitter in Rockies history. Fun fact, they said during the stream that Jesse Chavez was the starting pitcher opponent for Ubaldo Jimenez's no-hitter. How's that for a throwback? But this Ubaldo looks pretty gross. I'm actually looking up his no-hitter because I just don't remember who it was against. He started against the wait, what? No. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm looking at the box score. That's just wild. Who started that game for the Rockies? It was Chavez. That is wild. Man, that's wild. Hey, what do you know? All right. Well, that is basically everything. And again, the fun part is for those of you who are so inclined, expect the prices of Corbin and I forget who the other one was to plummet, I would assume, pretty over the weekend, as there is a weekend classics, so meaning they're going to be sold, especially now, because I think people who have them. I don't remember who the second one was for it, but I'll put up my dome anyway. So go ahead and knock that out. Again, double XP, so there's plenty of stuff. And by the way, they did put this in here, something I have been clamoring for a while. Besides the collection, drop missions. So if you get some stolen bases, some Ks, some total bases, you can get a whopping 1250, 22 extra points for the first thing. And then the exchanges are back if you feel so inclined to do some exchanges. So that's basically it that came out this weekend. Not a lot in terms of card content, which is good. They didn't just vomit all over the game, which is great. MIO. And there's still plenty to do. Again, we got stuff sort of coming all over this weekend, so we'll be back here probably Sunday. That'll probably be the Monday video. So hopefully you get to enjoy it. If you're playing some stuff this weekend, if you take some time to play this, hey, More power to you. That's everything. Let me know what your favorite card that came out today was. Was it Kluber? Was it Jimmy? Was it Ted Simmons? I don't know. Chase Utley. Any of them. Many, for that instance. Any of the cards that were, stood out to you. What are you getting first? Let me know down below in the comments below. Subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any of the action here over on Specs Gaming TV. With all that being said, I am Specs, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.